Good morning and welcome back, my friends. And for anybody new, hello. My name is Meg. I'm lactose intolerant. I am gluten intolerant. I eat on a personalized phase 3 low Fodmap diet for digestive reasons. I found the cutest, simplest little breakfast. I am kind of all in for this idea. It is a breakfast sundae. So I have banana, I have some fruit, and I have some of my plain lactose-free, fat-free yogurt. I'm gonna turn this into a vanilla yogurt and add some fruit to the top. I'm, like I said, all in for this idea. So let's just jump in straight into breakfast. This morning, I am having a breakfast banana split. To start off with, I am going to turn my plain lactose-free, fat-free yogurt into a vanilla yogurt by adding 1/4 teaspoon of maple syrup and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then giving that a quick mix, and that is vanilla yogurt. The main ingredient, of course, is banana, so I'm going to chop off the ends of my green, firm banana, and then with the peel on, that's the trick. Cut it in half. It is so much easier to cut them in half that way. Then place each half of that banana into my bowl. Like I said, a firmer green banana is better for low FODMAP, friends. Pour the yogurt over the top. A few pinches of homemade granola, some strawberries, some blueberries, 1/8 teaspoon or so of chia seeds, and then my favorite natural peanut butter, though I did have to add a little bit of water to it to give it a more runny consistency. And then I just drizzled a little bit of that over the top for a nice touch of richness and beauty. It is so pretty, but there it is, my little yogurt sundae. I can't lie. This is such a fun little breakfast. I'm very, very excited to give this one a try. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of everything in one bite. It's going to be a big bite, but I'm going to do it. Okay, not as big as I thought it was going to be, but strawberry, banana, yogurt, blueberry, a little bit of granola. Let's give this one a try. Yum, yummy. This is another example of just super simple ingredients, making something that's super fresh and delicious. It was so fast, so easy. I mean, this one's a keeper. I'm definitely going to be making this one multiple times probably this week. But I'm going to go enjoy my breakfast. I will see you guys back for lunchtime. It's lunchtime, and if you guys are wondering if I'm still like, it's hot outside and I don't feel like cooking at all, yeah, I am. I still am, which means when I saw this recipe show up in my feed this week, it piqued my interest very, very much because it requires things that are canned, which means I don't have to cook, which is great. But I do have to make several changes to the recipe to cut out some things that are a little bit higher in FODMAPs for me, and also things I just don't have. Example, it calls for roasted red bell pepper. I don't have that, but I have green bell pepper. It calls for sun-dried tomatoes. I have tomatoes. You could switch out the purple onion in it for green onion really, really easily. But I'm very excited to give this tuna salad a try. So let's get making it. I think it should come together pretty quickly. For lunch is a Tuscan tuna salad with plenty of fresh veggies. I started off by chopping up those veggies, including green bell pepper, some red onion, easily swap that out for green onion, low FODMAP, friends, and some cucumber. Now, I did make sure to weigh out things that were high in FODMAPs for me, including the cucumber and tomato. Chopped up a few olives and some fresh parsley. To my bowl, I added my drained and rinsed can of tuna, as well as some drained and rinsed cannellini beans. I added about 75 grams of the beans, and then all of the veggies that I chopped up to the bowl. I also decided that because I love dill and fish that I would add about 1/4 teaspoon of dill to it as well. I only added half the amount of recommended oil in the recipe as a lot of the ingredients in this are already pretty high in fat, and then some fresh lemon juice. A little bit of salt, not a lot since the canned ingredients already contain salt, just enough for the veggies, and some fresh cracked pepper. Then it was time to give everything a mix. I was a little bit gentle doing this because I didn't want to break up the chunks of tuna too much. I will apologize if you guys can hear the construction noises outside. My neighbor's having some work done. We are just going to have to push through. There is the completed Tuscan tuna salad. I did add a couple crackers. I got these Wasa gluten-free crackers from someone who didn't like them. So I guess I'm going to give them a try and see if I like them. If you guys can see that they have a kind of a airy texture to them. So I guess that's why the person didn't like them. I'll give them a try. But we will go ahead and give this tuna salad a try. I'll try it by itself first. I'm going to try to get a little bit of everything like I always try to do. All right, there is the bite. I think I got a little bit of everything in it. That's not bad. My gosh, another example of very simple ingredients coming together to make something super, super delicious. Holy smokes. I'm gonna try it with the Wasa cracker now. I don't think the cracker is necessarily a requirement for this, as you do have already some good sources of carbohydrates in it. But I thought it would be fun to give it a try with it. The crackers, the crunch of the crackers, is a nice touch. It is like a different kind of cracker, this Wasa cracker, but I don't mind it actually. It's not bad. But it's definitely amazing by itself. But this is another example of a super, super simple recipe that doesn't require any cooking, that I love, that will definitely be going on my list of things I will be making again, probably pretty often. I might even try it with like some shredded chicken as well. I think that would also be really, really good. But I'm gonna go eat my lunch and I will see you guys back for dinner. Nearly dinner time now, and I am still on this no cook, low cook thing. And that's going into dinner as well. I do have something that I need to cook though. I have some white meat chicken that I thawed out, but the rest of it is no cook because the bacon, I already did a bulk cook of bacon, so I still have some of that left over, and the rest of it is going to be vegetables. I guess I should say what I'm having. I'm having like a bacon chicken sandwich, and I still have these Udi's hamburger buns that I bought a while ago. I still have 3 of them. I only ever used 1 of them. So I'm gonna be having it on this and then just a whole bunch of vegetables on it, a side of fruit. It sounds delicious, refreshing, and very summery. And so I'm gonna get the chicken started so I can have dinner. For dinner is a barbecue bacon chicken sandwich with a side of fruit. I started off by patting my white meat chicken dry and then slicing this piece in half as it was really, really thick, and then chopping it up into portions. I managed to get 3 from this one piece, spraying with just a little bit of olive oil since it's low on the fat side, sprinkling with a little bit of salt, pepper, and a good helping of smoked paprika. I wanted to keep the seasonings simple, and I did season both sides. Now, I did decide to cook this in my air fryer. I didn't want to stand over a pan, and I didn't want to heat the house up with the oven. So this was the best option that I had. I cooked it at 380 for 7 minutes on one side. Then when that was done, I flipped each of the pieces, topped them with a few dribbles of barbecue sauce, just enough to get a very thin layer when I smeared it around. Then I returned them to the air fryer for a few more minutes on 380 until they were reading 165 internally. Now time to assemble the sandwich. I added about half a tablespoon of mayo, some lettuce, a couple of slices of tomato, then the chicken with a couple of extra dribbles of barbecue sauce on it, a slice of bacon, a few slices of avocado, onions, and the top bun. I did just make this recipe up off the top of my head, but I'll try to find something similar that I can link down in the description for you guys. I'm keeping my apron on for eating this because I have a feeling that this is going to be a bit messy. But look at my barbecue bacon chicken sandwich. It is stacked so high. It's very cool. I don't think I've made a sandwich that's looked this neat in a long, long time. I've got some cantaloupe and grapes on the side. Also, okay, side note, Monash recently changed. At least I know the moderate amount for grapes on what's low FODMAP. It used to be like 42. And now, depending on what grape type it is, it's down to like 14 or 15. But they did say if you were tolerating higher quantities of it, okay, then just continue, at least, well, they say that with like any of the food. Just continue eating the amount that you were eating and it's fine. So this is 30 grams of grapes for me is fine. Obviously, half this amount for moderate low FODMAP. And I think it's 10 grams for fully low FODMAP. It's not very many grapes. Grapes is a huge splurge on a low FODMAP diet. But there we go. That is my sandwich. I am very excited to give this a try. I should probably cut this in half because it'd be easier to eat. But I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just going to dive in and do my best. I had to put a skewer on it because I could not keep it. Like from tipping over. I'm gonna try to get a bite that has everything in it, all the goodness. My mouth doesn't fit. I'm gonna have to squish. There's the reason why I kept wearing the apron. There's a big mess on the counter now. But this tastes so good. I mean, it tastes like summer. It's a barbecue chicken sandwich. Of course it tastes like summer, at least to me. That's what summer tastes like, is barbecue sauce and fresh vegetables and fruit. Yum. And it's dripping all over my hands, but I don't mind. It's worth it. I am gonna go ahead and do a quick outro so that I can get to eating this before it goes soggy. I hope you guys found some inspiration in the meals that I made today. I will link as many of the recipes I used or that inspired me down in the description box below. If you did find inspiration, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing so that you can see more content like this. As always, guys, do your due diligence and double check the ingredients in every recipe to see if it'll work for you, because what works for me might not necessarily work for you. I will see you guys back next time. Bye, guys.